Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, take two. Try this again. We forgot to delete the old footage. Now we're good. I'll just run through what we said anyway, because it feels like repetition. Yeah. This finale, I cannot give a spoiler-free review. This finale is amazing, and you should definitely go watch it. But I can't give you a spoiler-free review. Honestly, if you're online searching for this review, you probably should get off YouTube, because there are things that are going to be in your recommended that you don't want to see yet.
Get off YouTube, get off
everything.
Social media.
Become Amish until you watch the Mandalorian finale.
Yes.
And to all you Amish listeners, thank you. It's nice to know you guys finally got out. But yeah, no, it's really great and you should watch it. So just in case you didn't get the message, or you can't hear or read, this is the universal sign that there is a spoiler review. Good. I think we got the message, and everyone who wanted to listen have now left. So.
Because you're annoyed.
Yeah.
You're annoyed.
Also, too, we have.
You forgot to tell those.
I'm about to tell them right now. Oh, yes! Thank you! We have over 100 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Holy crap! How did I forget that part?
Yeah, hit the
like button
for like a fourth.
Yeah, we are hyped. Our next goal, either 125 or 150, but we're keeping an open book on when we're gonna achieve that, because we know it'll take time. Yeah. And we're just thankful for the people that are subscribed right now. Also, tell all your friends about it. We would appreciate that. Always trying to grow. Also, we have 12 separate reactions, which should, if you're seeing it now, at some point be pinned down below in the comments section. I forgot to tell the people who weren't watching spoilers to not check the comments. They should know. You know what? They should know. They should know.
They should not even click on the video.
They can. We are their friends. But anyway. But I mean, like, we're getting off topic here. For the first 2 minutes. No, but we have 12 separate reactions. We are okay with 50% of them. 50% of them we are terrified that it's going to get copywritten. We hope it doesn't.
Fair use is
very...
Asshole.
They misunderstand us. We're not messing with you, the House of Mouse. We're just saying you sometimes hurt our feelings.
Yeah. It's going to be chopped.
For the record, we think The Mandalorian is great. So please don't take our footage down. But we have 12 reactions that we will thumbnail them all.
Yep.
So I'm going to jump into it, and then when I go like this, and I look like a terrible magician because nothing shows up, that means that clip got fair used. Yeah. So, we get right in the episode with Pershing getting chased. I didn't think this is how we were going to start off the episode.
I didn't think
I was like, how did they know? That's cool, though. You know what? I'll give them that they knew.
Location, so.
Yes, of the cruiser, though, but I guess,
how they maybe drag him out, who knows?
Maybe only certain lanes go to that location. Yeah. But that's fine. And they get boarded by... Well, first off, there's 2 pilots in their ship, and they sound... I could be wrong. They sound real Scandinavian. Like, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I wasn't used to the accent they were throwing at him. Yeah. After getting...
Imperials have this very...
Most of them are British, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. If I don't know what doesn't describe British colonialism better than that. It's real British. There's that one guy that was the Midwestern guy that was like... that was last episode. And Valen Haas or Hess? I forget. I can't say his name probably. But he had a very American accent, I would say. Or at least not the more proper British one that you hear most a lot. Yeah. We're Canadian, so what do we know? There was like they're different accents through me, but I was okay with it. And they're flying, and they get boarded by the Slave One. And immediately the first shock was, well, first off, they were sassing the hell out of this guy, out of Pershing. And then when one of the pilots is like, you know what? No, I'm not with him. We can turn ourselves in. It's all good. This happens.
Shoot the other cadet.
We can work something.
Oh!
Drop your weapon. No. Now you listen to me. This is a top-tier target of the New Republic. This is a clone engineer.
Hope that worked. Yeah, he straight up gets murked by his other pilot. Like, you just go, because he's holding person like this, because he knows person important, just goes, thanks, like, dead. And we're like, okay. Then he proceeds to taunt Cara Dune about the destruction of Alderaan, while also highlighting an amazing point, how so many people sacrificed their lives on the Death Star. Because he was on the Death Star. He even said he was on the Death Star when it blew up Alderaan. So first off, dude, you picked the right flight out of the Death Star.
Yeah.
Because you left, like, 2 days early.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
like,
also,
how old is that man?
I don't know. But when I was watching that, I was wondering, I'm like, are they going to say this is the guy that fired it? Like,
That would be that would have taken a turn.
He was the guy that
well, he knew millions of people on the Death Star. But naturally, because...
Well, I mean, I don't think he personally knew millions.
Because he doesn't, yes, but naturally because he's not a main character, he gets murked by Cara Dune.
Or
Cara just goes, kills
have
him.
a million friends.
Yes. And they capture Persing. And then they go to meet allies, find allies. So, 2 Mandalorians walk into a bar, find 2 other Mandalorians. I don't know where the male Mandalorian that was with Bo-Katan. And I'm just going to call her Sasha Banks, because I don't know her name.
Yeah.
They haven't actually technically told us. I know the name's out there. I just...
Her wrestler.
Yes,
yeah.
her wrestler name. I don't know where the guy is. I was kind of a little annoyed at that. I was like, where's the guy? I like this blue armor. It was cool. It was solid. It's Mandalorian armor. What's the love?
And also, like...
Also, I was like, did he get killed?
Yeah,
but anyway, they meet Sasha Banks and Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, and Mando do.
And this is a
very
scene.
tense scene, because...
And I loved it.
It really shows how the whole culture of Mandalore hasn't really accepted...
How self-destructive they are.
They have not accepted Boba Fett as a Mandalorian. Which I love, because it harkens back to the old days where Prime Minister Almec in the Clone Wars says that that Jango Fett was just a mercenary who acquired it.
Yes.
But actually he was a foundling. So that shows how the foundlings are somehow more radical than the Death Watch.
Yeah.
Somehow we figured out a way to make Death Watch not look like the radicals here.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the Death Watch were radical simply because
they're children of the Watch, which I never... You know what? We'll talk about this later. Yeah. I don't get it. There's a couple things I don't get that need bridges, but I'm not mad. I just want to know more.
I'm sure it will be explained.
Yes, I have trust in that system.
Yeah.
They get into an argument, and this happens.
The Sama belonged to my father.
Don't you mean your donor?
Oh! Awesome!
I've heard your voice thousands of times.
Oh.
Mine might be the last one you hear.
I love this. I love this.
I know you told me to remember when I do the things.
That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, continue.
But no, she calls his dad his donor, which is a nasty comment to say. And it says how she's heard his voice thousands of times. And that's like, and then that'll be like, it's a great dialogue between the two.
Yeah.
They do, however, find a common enemy in Gideon, and that Bo-Katan needs to be the one to kill or defeat him. Mm-hmm. And also, too, Cara Dune needs to make sure he's alive. There's a lot of different vendettas going here. Boba Fett is loyal to Mando. Mando needs the child, so Boba Fett therefore needs to help them get the child. And Fennec works for Boba, so therefore she has to help. Yep. Interesting use of Boba Fett here. They fly in and they do this thing where, because they boarded the Imperial shuttle.
Yeah.
So they use it as a fake chase scene to get them on board.
Pretending
they send out ties. I don't think the ties get shot down, actually. I'm being honest. We don't see that, do we?
No, because the ties go past the Imperial shuttle, and then when the Imperial shuttle goes in, Slave 1 peers off and goes straight out.
Yeah. And so they pretty much fake them in. And then there's just a lot of battle scenes of them taking over the base, stuff like that.
Shooting through
a lot of good action scenes. I'm not going to delve too much into them. They really use a lot of the weaponry they have. There's one scene where we didn't include it, but I got really confused because Cara Dune's gun jams, And
Yeah.
then she gets on an elevator.
And she...
After she killed like a Legion Stormtroopers. And I started yelling at the screen, and Carter was looking at me perplexed. I'm like, grab a new gun, woman! You have another one! And then it shows her on the elevator, and it's still not working! And we're like, well, that's not great, is it?
She's very content with
Yes,
the
but
gun
then
has.
she somehow got it to work by banging it against
She's
the
a
floor.
shock trooper.
Fun
You really
fact,
think she wants a
that's
311?
exactly how I get all my work done, is by banging it against the floor.
Yeah.
Just, do it! But no, while they're doing this though, Mando is on his own mission because they are the distraction for Mando to go get the child. And I love the planning of this, the execution of this. First off, I think, I don't remember if I edited in the footage of if the reaction I included was of,
Gideon?
yeah, or if it was of the Dark Trooper fight.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. I think I remember editing it.
So yeah, the next part is the Dark Trooper.
And we can't grab it. The Dark Trooper is tough. So they have to go through the room with the legions of Dark Troopers. And Mando shuts the door, but one gets out right before the door shuts. And he does 60 where his hands grab it and stuff. Also, red eyes, great touch.
Yeah.
If you want to make someone look intimidating, give them red eyes.
Yeah.
9 times
It's
out of
funny
10,
when
it
when
works.
he pried the door open like that, it
was
looked
like-
it looked like a scene out of Jurassic Park. Like it looked like it was like an animal just ripping through the cage.
I had
sort of.
I had the weirdest comparison.
What was it?
Did you remember Smash Bros. Brawl?
Yeah.
It gave me that that reaction of Donkey Kong in the forest when they meet him in the story mode, where he's like, and he comes out and just
Yeah.
punches him.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I did
What
know.
a reference.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. So Mando fights with this thing that is tough as nails. Fire, nothing. Whistling
Blaster.
birds, nothing. Blaster, not even close.
Yeah.
Also, Dark Troopers have blasters. I feel like I should have known this, but like now seeing them, they look a lot better because technically they're not Dark Troopers in Rebels, but they look a lot more cleaner than they do in Rebels.
Yeah, yeah.
And that Dark Trooper S Sentry type, because they always look weird. They kind of like this, and they look like their arms are a little too thin. But what the shoulder pads do is it really levels out the look, so you could it's
Broad
like
shoulders.
a droid, but it looks like a hybrid of it almost because of how humanoid in its shape, but just bigger it does. It looks really good.
And that's also due to the Dark Troopers initially being just suits for humans.
And they talk about that.
Yes, which is great, where they basically said that they fixed the final flaw in the design, which was humans.
Okay. So now there's going to be a lot of reactions coming up, because I'm looking at the time, 12, and I've only got 2 reactions down.
Yeah, we got 10.
But, yes. So, after finally taking him out with the Beskar, because Beskar can withstand lightsaber
the best
fire.
guard staff.
Just like how we learned when Ahsoka Tano fought the
Are we
Magister.
talking about the Dark Trooper or Gideon?
Gideon.
Okay.
And like Dark Saber and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, but he
So-
fights Gideon and
So
Gideon...
so all of them rush the bridge. They
Sure.
take control of the
Can I
bridge.
say- Can I say one
Yes.
point? I find one thing that about what Gideon does very interesting here is how originally he says like, "Hey, I'm just gonna give you him."
Yeah, I actually thought
I
was.
thought-
I thought he was being honest at first.
I thought he was being honest, but him lying like that, cool, works.
Solid plan.
Get a solid fight scene. Mando gets the upper hand, and Gideon then he knows. He when he's defeated like that, he's
Oh,
okay
just
with
wait.
it because he
Well,
knows.
first off, so yes, Mando and Gideon fight after a fake. So first off, all of the others get to the bridge, and that's where they think Gideon is, and they're kind of a little panicky afterwards, like
because why is
okay.
he not here?
And I think Rip to that comms officer that I was saying was so well played. Like you love seeing background play characters like that. Oh, your data's running out there, boy. But that's what the thing was. But no, we get to Mando goes into the detention center. That's what I'm just gonna call it, detention cell.
Yeah.
Grogu is. So I don't need to throw in a coin there. Grogu is captured, still chained up like this, in his little cuffs. And yes, Gideon originally fakes like he's going to just let him go and stuff like that.
Too much. We gotta
And
watch
Mando
this.
actually lets him do it, and then they start fighting, and the fight scene is great, and we do this.
That's what I mean. We got nothing half.
Oh my! Oh my, he's got the moves! Oh, that's gonna break, buddy. Oh, you caught it! Yeah. So, as they fight, like, and it's really solid. Like, I was impressed with Gideon, here's why I'm just impressed. Yes, people can tell me right in the comment section, well, he's the ruler of Mandalore. Of course he was great. I'm like, yeah, but we don't know how he got that. Like, yes, he could have done it in single-hand and comment, but this is an Imperial we're talking about. There's a good chance he pulled a Grievous and just shot him as he was lined up, like what he did with the Apprentice of Kit Fisto, when Grievous did, when he was like this, and it just went...
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a good to fair chance he could have just done that.
Well, no, because Bo-Katan had it, and he got it, so obviously there's something
yes, but something there. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, he takes Gideon cuffed to the bridge. Grogu comes with him. And then there's a very amazing... No, wait. Huh? There's an amazing tense scene where they're having a back and forth, and the realization for me and Carter hits us, and we're like, oh crap. Bo-Katan cares more about getting the Darksaber than she does for just the revenge of Gideon. Which is okay, because that means she doesn't have a conflict with Cara Dune, because Cara Dune needed him alive. But she does have a conflict with Mando, because Mando is the rightful ruler of Mandalore. He's literally holding the Darksaber when she comes in.
Because he defeated Gideon. Gideon
is honestly amazing in this, because Gideon is sitting there, and I think they position it really good on some of the shots. He's laying on the ground right between them, laughing, and...
Because he knows that Bo-Katan will not accept...
Right.
Because Mando's just like, here,
Can I pull it? Can I come? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that leads to, this. Because he's now the ruler, because he beat him. Yeah. And he knew that would happen.
What is the Darksaber? It belongs to you.
Oh, shit! Okay. And then, so, it pretty much means he's mocking her because he knows they're about to fight. Yeah, I did. Yeah. They're about to fight. They have to fight because Bo-Katan needs to be the ruler in her eyes. And Mando's like, no, just take the damn sword. And he's like,
yeah.
And Gideon's like, it's not about that. It's about the story, the legacy of it.
And Gideon's like, she doesn't want to be a pretender. And he uses that word. And I'm
Very
like,
well.
That's...
Which is really nice because especially if we harbor back to the idea of her sister being in charge. And her sister never commanded that Darksaber, never.
No.
But it was stuff like that.
She was a pacifist.
Yes.
No.
So then the Dark Troopers come back because they were originally, I forgot to mention this, holy crap. They got sucked out of the airlock. They fly back and they are coming in like, there's so many of them, like getting all set up.
Yeah,
they're all lined up. Yes, I am. And then as they're trying to bash in the door, this happens.
X-Wing.
Who's X-Wing?
Hey, we're saved. Incoming craft, identify yourself.
Is that R2? Is that R2?
Who is it? Just... He senses it! No way! No! Oh, he senses it!
Is that the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
An X-Wing appears. And here's the thing. If anyone's asking, how did I not know who this was sooner?
Now,
I trusted that they would get this right. But I honestly could not believe my eyes when I saw the X-Wing. I thought, there's no way.
Well, first things first is that I was skeptical. I was like, is that R2 in the back? And I was just kind of thinking, like, really? They're going to go this bold? Like...
Yes.
I thought it was one of those things where it's just
Can I just get the last two?
It's too good to be true.
Can I get the other two in?
Yes.
So then, it appears to... This is the most two ones we're really worried about getting copywritten.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Oh my god. Who is it? Who is it? It's him, isn't it? Is it him?
A Jedi.
Gideon is seeing a...
Sorry about the cut in the middle. And
Yeah.
right.
And right here. Ghost. It's green! It's green! Oh my god! Is it him? Is it him? Oh my god, I think it's him!
No.
Show me his face!
Wait. Sebastian.
We'll see, let's wait. One hand is a glove and one hand isn't! It's him! It's him! And will that still work if we add in the time to the original video? Or will this throw off everything?
We can redo it after.
Yes. So we are quickly realizing it, and then I love the homage to the Rogue One scene.
Yes.
The Rogue One scene. If you've seen Rogue One, if you haven't, just watch it for this one goddamn scene.
One of the best scenes in all of Star
The
Wars.
best scene in the movie, ironically, comes from the person with the least amount of time in it. Vader in the hallway. Vader in the hallway is iconic as... It's the iconic action set piece as, like, Batman and the Joker in the interrogation room. Or, like, it's iconic. It is so amazing.
The Avengers Assemble thing in
Yes.
Endgame. Yeah, it's like that.
It's amazing. And it is going to be shown right now.
Oh my god! This is so much better than I ever
Oh my god! It's him!
Oh my word. Holy.
So much style there.
Oh my.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Oh. Screaming Kenobi.
And I love the comparison to it as it is.
There are comparison videos out there, actually.
Yeah, he didn't throw one of them on the ceiling and then cut it. But it's just great because of how well we see it. And you can tell it's different because it's not through fear. He doesn't take his time.
Yeah.
He goes as quickly and effectively. Like, with Vader, he took his time.
Well, because Vader is doing this through fear.
He's doing it to
Luke
rescue.
is viewed as hope.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And a rescue.
He's the that's the
and
thing.
he's not wasting any time. Yes.
He is the hope for all the people trapped at the bridge. You know what I mean?
And
exactly.
so...
Which is perfect.
And Gideon's face... Because they're originally watching it through monitors and stuff like that, and we'll cut between
himself.
Gideon has seen a ghost from his past, because he knows who that is.
Oh, of course he does.
And then finally, he takes off his robe that was covering his face, and we see this. What?
Wow.
It looks really good.
It looks fantastic. The look, the voice, the everything.
Come, little one.
Oh my god! And I like the CGI.
I think it's very well done.
I think it's done. So here, let's get this out of the way. I can tell it's CGI. Here's why I can tell it's CGI. A, I know Mark Hamill. I know how old this guy is. I've seen him in Star Wars. I frequently follow him because of his amazing renditions of the Joker. I know how old he is, so I know that's not him. It's his face on someone else's body. And the guy who it is actually looks a decent amount. Like, it's a decent amount.
It's more like...
You were like, is it Sebastian Stan? And I kind of...
Well,
you know why they didn't do it.
I said that before I
You know
saw
why
it.
they didn't do it, though.
Okay, but I'd like to clarify. I said that before I saw the face.
I think you're actually in one of the videos.
Yeah.
Here's why they couldn't do it. One, Sebastian Stan would cost a lot of money.
Yes.
For a very short scene. Also, if they do that, they'll know immediately who it is. Yeah. Like, there's no way you don't get that leaked. That you got Sebastian Stan. So by hiring a guy who, let's be honest, I'm going to be honest here, he did a great job to stand in as it. The movements were great. But as somebody who isn't well known, you can keep that cloak sealed. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So after all this, and the dialogue for Luke is perfect. I love it because it just shows, honestly, if you want to see a great job of Luke Skywalker after Return of the Jedi, don't watch Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker is okay. Last Jedi is painful to watch, but I think they're gonna somehow make it. They're gonna make it work sense.
Don't watch the
They're going to make it make sense, hopefully. Watch Battlefront 2. His one level where he's involved, where he meets Del Meeko, is amazing because all of his dialogue makes perfect sense. This is Grandmaster Luke. Like this, you don't mess with this Luke, and this leads to Grogu having to go, and he waits for Mando to say for his permission, and Mando takes his helmet off, and we get this.
What number is this one? Which reaction?
We are at reaction 10 now.
Okay,
If we've got it all in. And I was emotional watching this. I think it shows in the review. I am on the verge of tears at this point. Because this is an amazing story that has been told in the past 2 seasons.
And it's funny, because part of me was just kind of like, and I know they wouldn't do this, obviously, because he came in on the X-Wing and not something else. I was like, oh, they're not going to have C-3PO just pop in through the side, are they?
Yeah, but no. But actually, what they do is after Mando says his goodbyes, we get R2-D2 shows up. R2! He's gonna like R2. He's gonna love R2. And that was great to see, honestly.
Yeah.
And R2-D2, you don't need any digital rendering. It's just a freaking robot, and it's great.
Yep.
I think they're gonna get along great. And he finally says, "May the Force be with you," and goes in the elevator. And that's the end of the episode. And then, see, we actually got up and leave. You'll notice the camera angle is different, and we actually have things in the background which we don't normally have.
We got up. We
left.
I went upstairs.
I was like, oh, there's no Ralph McQuarrie drawings to look at.
And I search up about the Luke Skywalker thing, and then all I just see is post-credit scene, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yes. So you came down.
There's another scene. We gotta see it.
I'm like, okay, for sure. And so it is Boba Fett going to Jabba's palace. I think we edited out of me making the mall joke of, the only place I'll find Jabba is at Jabba's palace.
Yeah. Did you actually get a clip from that to put in here or no?
Yes, I did. Of him I got him on the throne.
Oh yeah.
So what happens is Bib Fortuna, I'm guessing, or someone of the same species,
it's
is sitting on his
Bib
throne.
Fortuna. It has to be.
And he's like, Boba, I thought you were dead. Boba doesn't say a word. Boba joined by Fennec. Fennec shoots up the thing. I worried for half a second because Fennec stood right over the Rancor pit. I'm like, do not stand there, woman. Also, Fennec shoots the chains, free the slave. Yeah. That's nice. Freeing slavery sometimes. And Boba walks in and kills Bib Fortuna with one shot.
Not a word.
Not a word. And goes and does and sits on the throne.
Boba got himself a home.
Sit on the throne, my man. Oh boy. And
yeah, it's funny because when I saw that, you know what it reminded me of?
Darth Maul?
No,
he sat on the throne like Darth Maul. He's got the 1 foot up.
Yeah. But it reminded me of what I wanted to see in Episode 8. Where I wanted to see Kylo kill Snoke and then have him be on the throne, but then have like Dark Rey at his side, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
That would look alright. Yeah, Fennec's by his side. It's funny. So overall, this episode was amazing. I will say that we thought we were gonna lose someone, but we really couldn't decide who we wanted to lose.
Because part of
at one point I thought Bo-Katan died when Gideon turned to shoot her, and then Gideon actually tries to execute himself. Actually, I forgot to mention that. Remember? Because he takes it and then Carrot takes the gun away and just punches him right in the face.
Yeah, so
There were so many options here that someone's gonna die. Like,
Gideon.
I thought we had a little bit of a glimpse of maybe Kara dying at the beginning
It's
because
funny.
of that.
I'd heard a rumor of possibly Boba dying.
I didn't see it though. They really got Boba out safe though. They made him the getaway driver.
But as soon as he went back into hyperspace, well, I'm like, well, he can't be dead because he's not. They're not gonna kill Boba Fett off screen.
So is Boba gonna be the ruler of Tatooine now?
I heard that he starts a crime syndicate. Like not like.
I don't want that to be a book. I just want to watch it now.
Well, they call it the Book of Boba Fett, but I have a feeling like
could it just be him getting out of the Sarlacc?
I feel like that's gonna be the name, and I don't think it's gonna be a book. I hope it's.
Someone told me that, yeah. But anyway,
you can have a book about him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, but what actually starts now,
Carter,
I want to see.
Where do we go from here?
Well, season 3 is gonna be interesting because we're gonna see. Because the big question is that. Where do they go?
So, you know
All
what?
The goals and ambitions.
Good job on them, though, by using Luke, because I didn't see it coming.
I thought it was too much. Actually, they wouldn't do it.
I went through the odds with my friend. I put Luke in third. I put him behind
Ezra,
and I think I put him behind Cal. Actually, no, it was close. I think I might have
So
tied him
I
with Cal.
think probably the most likely scenario for them to go is I think we're going to get to see Mandalore. The actual world of Mandalore.
But here's the thing.
And I think
Katan and Mando.
I think she's gonna accept it. I think
Do you think she's gonna die?
When I say I think accept it, I mean I think she's gonna accept the fact that Mando is the rightful ruler.
I don't think so.
I think she's not gonna be happy about it.
I think
she's gonna come to terms, or she might accept it, or she might just accept it flat out because. Do I have to say it because you haven't seen that show?
Yeah, don't tell me. Well, there's also Sabine running around, is it right?
That's what I was gonna say. I think Sabine is gonna be in season 3. I think that's gonna be one of their big reveals.
Also, too,
I wanted to say possibly Thrawn, but now that the Ahsoka series is coming out,
he'll be in the Ahsoka
I think they're gonna leave that for. The
I think
Ahsoka
that's
series.
a good call because I think you need to not because you don't want to get too big.
Ahsoka,
if you get too big,
the Ahsoka series needs an antagonist.
Yes, Ahsoka series.
So I think maybe a possible antagonist where we can see in season 3.
It'd be a very nice change of
Saxon, I think, is a possible antagonist.
Season 3?
Mandalorian.
I've heard rumor. I thought he died.
I can't remember.
I thought he died in one shot.
What?
In Rebels, I thought I heard. Does he get shot?
No, because he was.
Does he get shot?
I don't remember that. I don't remember him getting shot.
Okay. I remember seeing this
thumbnail
on YouTube of it's like why some Mandalorians get one shot.
Anyways, if he's
around, yes, but if he's not, no.
Yeah.
Also, here's the thing I have to ask. Here's the thing that I want to know. I think we're about to get some Mandalorian infighting because apparently there must be an Imperial occupation on that. Even though Gideon isn't there with the Darksaber, there has to be something there. There's got to be some trap.
I think we also might see some confrontation in the sense of when they're trying to retake Mandalore. Are we
Children of the Watch?
Are we? No.
The Armorer?
No. Let me talk. Well, we might see.
Yeah.
That. We could see that. But what if the New Republic is also trying to make ground against the Imperials, and the Mandalorians are like no, we don't want you here. We don't want anyone here. This is Mandalore. This belongs to Mandalorians and no one else.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see maybe some possible conflict with Cara Dune because she's kind of in the middle of it. So who knows?
We are so excited. Honestly,
I think
because even though we're done the season, I think honestly, me and Carter here will probably take some time to discuss some of these things on our own. We're sorry we haven't uploaded in a little while because we only had about 2 uploads last week. We are playing through the Battlefront 2 campaign, and honestly, we're not judging it. We're not really judging it on gameplay and stuff like that about how good of a game is it. We're judging it on the story of it. Does this story fit in Star Wars? How does this story have ramifications on the rest? Do we like this story being involved in Star Wars, and what do we like or what do we don't like about it?
Simple answer.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're also watching Rebels Season 2. I'm watching it all the way through.
Yep.
Carter's there too. So we'll have reviews out for that at some point.
And the good news is that I think next week we got quite a bit of time. So
we do.
So I think because of our lack of videos, next week might be a great week for getting some content.
And then also too, we're gonna talk because we're gonna talk about for all the hockey fans out there. We're gonna talk about the World Juniors a little bit.
Now, one thing I've also considered doing, maybe possibly by myself or whatnot, is possibly reviews on some of the Star Wars books.
You can honestly do that. Go for it.
Because I've read two so far. I've read Master and Apprentice.
Have you watched the Darth Vader one?
I have, but it's been a long time.
You can read that again.
And the Ahsoka novel.
Okay.
I want to go back and take a look at that, and possibly maybe we might do some previews for some of the new TV series.
I don't want to run too
some
long.
theories about what may come and whatnot. So, yeah. I don't really think there's that much more.
Yeah, it's great.
I am so excited for season 3.
So, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share it around, and subscribe. And be sure to hopefully check us out on some reaction mashups. If we're not there, that's a damn shame. But
and
we
on
hope
Instagram,
we're there.
and who is it that posts the reaction mashups again? I always forget his
Connor
name.
Dankin is one of the most reliable ones that always has us on.
Yep. Check
Um,
out his channel.
Yes, definitely do. It's worth a watch because he includes a lot of well-known and lesser-known like us. Also,
much appreciated.
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
much appreciated.
Thank you.
It's really helped us grow. And then also, yes, again, be sure to follow us on Instagram at No One Hockey Podcast. We don't post a lot there, but, you know, we might be able to do a lot more with it coming up.
We're going to be doing another one. We're being a bit late on those podcasts.
We're going to probably wait a couple days to see this one, see how this does, and then we'll release another one. Yes, so thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click.